because that's not helping women. When you help someone, you solve a problem. You have a solution to a problem. She has no solutions. Neither does Nyla. Their solution is putting money in their own pockets while still messing with the same type of guys that they complain about. That's not a solution. Right. Someone said that sounds like the devil. Right. The sinners. The sinners. Right. The sinners. It makes no sense. So, and then you have Nyla, who, in my opinion, how are you agreeing with the message that is directly targeting you and your family? How do these men who agree with Cynthia G's message, and they're a black man and they still agree with the message, that's self-hatred. That shows how insecure you are if you agree with the message, because a lot of people, they try to justify it. Oh, well, I'm a black man and I still support Cynthia G. That says a lot about you. Excuse you? That says a lot about you. That's not offending me. You're not making her point stronger because you're a black man who hates himself and you agree with messages that says to get rid of black male infants. That says a lot more about you than it does about her. It doesn't make you better. It doesn't justify or bring a strong point to the argument. It just makes you look like a fool and a weak man. And the man that she talks about. Who will take this to heart. And again, you will be blocked if you come in here being ignorant. In my comment sections, been ignorant, you will be blocked. Go to those ladies' channels, or well, they don't have a channel. Go to their platforms and be toxic and whatever you want to be, because apparently they encourage that, but it won't happen over here. You will just be straight up blocked. All right. So let's get right into it then. Now, from my past conversations here regarding Nyla Says, Taz exclusives, and Cynthia G, what I've noticed is a trend. There seems to be more favor towards Cynthia G when I speak on these type of topics and why they're not on YouTube anymore. Their pages were terminated due to them violating YouTube's terms of service and the community guidelines. Okay, I don't know why people think that I had the power to remove these people. Some people were in the comment section thinking I'm the one who did it or my supporters did it, which is crazy because these people did what they did and they were removed from YouTube. So YouTube actually did it. So again, don't come in my comment section with any ignorant stuff like that, or you will be blocked, period, point blank. So I don't know why people think that. But again, that just lets me know how powerful my voice is, how powerful my opinion is on the internet. And this is exactly why I'm going to keep on bringing my opinion to the internet and not following the crowd like most of these people who follow these people, how they do. All right, so in my opinion, being an actual survivor of a religious cult, I am almost 100% sure that both of these ladies run a female-led, anti-male, specifically anti-black male cult right here on the internet. And the reason why people favor Cynthia G over Nyla is that Nyla reflects most black women in their choices of men. And so when Cynthia G even said to basically get rid of babies, okay, get rid of black male babies, this is what she said. When Cynthia G said that, you had a lot of black women who agreed with that. And as you see, a lot of black women have not said anything against that. And at that point, it is utter hatred. It's utter hatred, period. It's utter hatred for men, but specifically utter hatred for black men and black boys. And a lot of women who understood that level of extreme doctrine knew that that was wrong, knew that it was something wrong with these women who encouraged it, knew that there was something wrong with women who repeated what she said. And I can understand getting sucked into something like that, because in the beginning it doesn't seem like it's harmful. In the beginning it seems actually harmless. And because we haven't worked on ourselves, because we haven't healed our past traumas, because we haven't taken accountability for the people we chose in our life, because we don't take accountability and we love to play the blame game, because we love to play the victim, and this is a lot of people, I'm not just speaking about women because men do it as well, because there's so many people who love to play the victim and not take accountability for their actions, for who they chose to be with, for who they chose to have children with. Because of that, we have the Cynthia G's, we have the Nyla Says normal. They're making hatred normal. They're making toxicity normal. And the people who speak out against it, the people who wake up and see what they're doing is wrong, who they're following is not right, those are the people who get basically cyberbullied and stalked and doxxed because you have an opposing opinion. Okay, this happened to me in real life in the cult that I survived, which was a religious cult. And I see that it is prevalent here on the internet and it's not really talked about because we're on the internet. So I'm just going to put things into perspective based on my experiences. And I feel that, again, the reason why a lot of women, a lot of people favor Cynthia G is because they see themselves in Nyla Says, and they see that she's with Taz, and they see a reflection of themselves and who they have chosen in the past. Just the mere sight of a black male disgusts these women. Just the mere sight of someone in a relationship brings envy and hatred in a lot of women, and especially if it's in a relationship with a black male, because of the hatred that has been spread by Cynthia G and other women here on YouTube. Now, whether you date black men or date these type of men or not, hatred is hatred. And for women who have so much hatred for these type of men, why are you so focused on these men? Why don't you just go and be with someone who you do like? No, it's the same thing as Kevin Samuels and all the other guys who y'all love to point out when I'm talking about these two women, because you love deflection and you hate accountability. It's the same exact thing. They're making money off of YouTube, and it's profitable to spread hatred on YouTube. It's profitable to be negative on YouTube. Misery loves company, so you feel comfortable in your mess. You feel comfortable like a pig running through the mud, and if it's a whole bunch of other pigs in the mud, you feel that you're not dirty. This is what YouTube has become. And I see a lot of people getting away with this here on YouTube and thinking it's funny, thinking it's cute, being afraid to speak up because you already have engaged with these type of people. Anyone who speak out against it is called a name, a derogatory name. They're shunned, they're excommunicated, they're called whatever. If it's a guy who speaks out against it with those men who spread hatred, they're called a simp. If it's a girl who speaks out against it, or a black woman specifically, they're called a mammy. It's like anytime something's positive, it's called a bad word from these people because they're full of hatred. Now, specifically back on Cynthia G and Nyla, as I mentioned, when I do my podcast, I notice there's a trend to defend Cynthia G when there's no difference between Cynthia G, Nyla, Kevin Samuels, Red Pill community. There's no difference. You just want to justify your hatred of black men. You just want to justify the fact that you haven't healed from your own trauma, your own failed relationships, your own baby daddy issues, your own baby mama issues, your own mommy issues, your own daddy issues. You want to justify and sit there in the mud with these other people and spread hatred. And you think that's okay. You think it's okay because it's on the internet. Oh, nobody knows who I am. This won't affect my job. It won't affect anything because this is just the internet. No one knows what I'm doing on the internet. I can be anonymous and still comment, but it very much affects you because you don't have anyone to be happy with. You don't know what a healthy relationship is. You're sitting there miserable in real life because, like the Bible says, out of your heart, the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. So even if you're on the internet, just because you're speaking negativity and speaking hatred lets me know that this is you in real life. This is what you do. This is what you're all about. And speaking bad on anyone, no matter what sex, what gender, what nationality, what race, speaking negative and being hateful is not going to get you the man of your dreams. It's not going to get you the woman of your dreams. It's not going to give you the life that you want. You're going to just sit there and sit in your misery with all the rest of the women or the rest of the men, and you're just going to be miserable the rest of your life and lonely. That's the end road for you.